feel pretty confident with many of their other matchups left to play, but they do have to get some wins under their belt. Arizona, an important one to take here, as Braun B will start it off for the Tigers, and immediately cut off by the defense of Arizona. You can expect this is going to be a tight one, as it was in their first meeting. And surprisingly so, Daz, because remember, we didn't have high hopes for this Arizona squad at the time they went up against LSU, and they opened a lot of eyes, namely the eyes of Ajax, Braun B, and Low Tech.
Right, and they had to really struggle. That series was kind of a back and forth fight. It'll be interesting to see whether or not we have a different result. Right now, I've been on Ajax cam, and I'll be honest, not really showing me much. He's got 6 points so far. But
Braun B! Braun B, though? No, maybe not. Oh, that was a good effort out of Braun B, trying to steal the show. But now here's Ajax, pop over one, and Low Tech couldn't catch up to it. So LSU on the prowl here. Wildcats really struggling to even keep boosted up. Nudging got that corner boost, though, and just about barrels through Low Tech. That's a good stand for Arizona defensively, but they don't get any shots out of it. And now Ajax firing up the highlight reel, but it's right at Nudging.
Yeah, showing some control. Does go off the ceiling. Good on the defense. And maybe a chance here. Low Tech was looking for the bump on the defense, but Nudging was able to dodge him in time. Jelly with a chance! And it's in! Arizona strike first!
So you said watch the whole game. You meant watch the whole field, right? Like watch JoJo Cats set up Jelly. Easy ball down in. Nobody back defensively for LSU. I don't know. Maybe LSU needs to watch the game just a little bit.
You know what I think he's trying to do? I think he's trying to set himself up, because like he's like, oh, well, I'm not back, so you can't really count that goal, Daz. Well, guess what?
Oh, okay.
Like you always say, Stacks, ball don't lie. It's 1-0 right now in favor of the Wildcats.
Right down Main Street is Nudging. Will dish that off to the corner, and it goes right to JoJo Cats. You can see how quickly Arizona wants to try and move out of the zone. That's the speed that LSU has to match, and they normally can. But Arizona playing on another level and playing with a little bit of confidence as well after that opening goal. Dish off to Jelly. Can't go up for it. JoJo Cats can, and he beats Ajax. He put it right on him.
No excuses there. This is all Wildcats. Jelly with the whiff out to the side. JoJo takes his time and puts it right over Ajax's head. Statement goal there. 2-0 as the first couple minutes gone by.
JoJo Cats wave dash kickoff this time around, but it ends up under LSU control. Ajax, though, denied by Nudging. And back down into the LSU end this will go, with the Tigers trailing by 2 goals very early on in game 1. Jelly now past Braun B. And LSU is not coming out the better of the two on most challenges made, whether it's at the center line or even deep in their zone. Ajax will get around one here. And waiting out Jelly. Oh, he's just playing him. And then it's an own goal. That's Nudging. That's the best shot Nudging has had this game.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what was the mindset here. He just didn't even try to get under it, wrap around it. I don't know. I don't know what he was trying to do there.
That was a mental power play on the entire Arizona defense.
Well, Arizona scored every single goal in this game. Braun B tried to get his first one in there, but blocked up from Nudging. As he says, if anyone's scoring on our net, it's me.
Now Jelly. Second touch to get around Low Tech. No. This comes all the way out to Nudging, and I like Arizona not like panicking and scrambling to get the ball in midfield. They didn't need to, but they needed to keep it out of the middle, and Low Tech will score off the feed from Ajax.
There we go. LSU finally getting on the board here. Low Tech with the speed there. You saw Jelly trying to catch it, but he couldn't get a good read on the ball, and it's all Low Tech.
And all that work done in the first 90 seconds by Arizona has been washed away. 1 by an own goal, and 2 by the assist from Ajax, setting up Low Tech. You got a piece of that ball as well. And Ajax left all alone against Nudging, and he just gives up.
What in the world happened here? Ajax is backwards. He just keeps moving backwards.
What you gonna do, Nudging? What you gonna do, Nudging? Oh, that's what you're gonna do. Okay, nice shot. 3-2. Arizona's in front in a bizarre first game of this series. Braun B trying to jump on this, and he can't in time. Ajax does pick JoJo's pocket, and it'll be Lowtech in to follow the play along. Trying to redirect this back on target. Can't. The Braun B will come up. Ajax is lurking and nudging, trying to take him out. Couldn't get there. JoJo just ahead of Lowtech as the teams continue to trade possession back and forth at the center line.
What this game looks like right now is Coach T-Bates' blind confidence in form of a team. As this is just all over the place from Arizona. This starts off with Ajax saying, hey, look at me. Yeah, we're looking at you, all right. It's not looking good. Minute remaining. Arizona up by 1 as they look to close out game 1. We'll see if LSU can get it together.
Braun B in front. Jelly cuts it off. Nobody out in front for that ball. And JoJo Cats, empty net, and he scores.
This is wild. Braun B throws it middle. No one's there at all except JoJo, who will easily pick that up and roll it in.
Boy, LSU defensively, one save came from Braun B. I thought for a moment they might, as a team, have as many saves as T-Bates has in this game. Here goes Jelly. Got around Ajax, and Lowtech at least cut that off, so LSU can get on the attack again. Lowtech running interference in the net. Braun B going after JoJo Cats as well, but nobody actually took the ball and centered it. Ajax finally does. But by now, Arizona's defense has just about fully recovered. They have a chance here. It's going to be Ajax. Put the team on his back. No, nudging makes the save.
Yeah, as soon as Ajax tried to take that slow 2, immediately jump on. Now, at this point, time is pretty much run out. Brian has to get a goal. Now it's in. There may be a chance, Stacks. Big time goal.
Well, this is what they wanted to set up before. Now they have that numbers advantage. Arizona might have thrown the house just a little too soon. Got to defend now for 3 more seconds.
Get the kickoff ready.
Everybody has scored in this game. Imagine this series going to be explosive as we go on. Ajax got it up for Lowtech, but it's cleared away. Put right down almost on the center dot as Arizona hangs on for game 1.
Arizona come through, and honestly, this one really should be 4-2 if you're not counting the own goal from nudging. But besides that, it was a lot of just Arizona taking advantage on LSU's mistakes. It wasn't as if Arizona were, creating the best opportunities. Sometimes the net was just wide open. Or Ajax, for example, was going backwards. Not the best showing there from LSU at all, but you started to see some life as the game ticked down. You saw a great play with Ajax and Braun B. You got to see more of that. Game 2 coming up on Forbidden Temple, and Arizona have started this series off with the first game.
Very surprising as Arizona jumps out in front, and LSU kind of wondering, all right, is this going to be a thing? Or will they right the ship? We'll find out now. As we go to that second game, a brand new slate for both these teams. You got to figure the defense has to be significantly better for either of these squads. I mean, we're talking about really good offenses, of course. 7 goals? I don't know. Nose dude would never stand for this shenaniganry. Braun B has that just forced right through him, and Jelly scores 18 seconds in.
You talk about standing for some shenanigans. Jelly has no boost. That's a wave dash to get supersonic again. Defense tries to stand up, but Jelly knocks it down and then forces the first goal for the Wildcats.
This weird series continues. Just this season series between LSU and Arizona has been nothing short of bizarre. Arizona took the first game last time they played, as Lowtech will score and immediately tie up game 2.
Oh, you just don't give him a shot like this. This is training pack every day. That's butter going in. Lowtech sinks it. Defense not ready, and LSU quickly get back on the board.
Looks like another shootout brewing between LSU and Zona, as Ajax will put this off to the corner. He was brilliant in the first meeting between these two squads, but little quiet so far. Jelly right at Ajax, who's there to swoop in and make the save. And the second chance opportunity for Arizona leads to Lowtech making an emphatic save and maybe springing LSU down the field. Ajax shot was just wide. Follow-up from Braun B gives LSU the lead.
There is LSU just getting things going once again. I love the drop down. Ajax shot off target. Don't worry, Braun B is there to clean it up. That pressure. The Wildcats have not found an answer yet. And Arizona have completely turned this game around. They have the lead. 3 goals within the first minute between these two. The 2-1. LSU, no, almost 2-2, and it will be. Jelly picks one up off the kickoff.
It is tough to describe the action sometimes without just using the words somewhat coordinated chaos between Arizona and LSU. A little chaos on the goal line, a little bump here and there. Right back to square one. Ajax underneath, and that's going to be dished off to the corner, but Low-Tech is right there to play it right back in. Braun B and Ajax both retreat back. And a good thing, so Ajax can play that off to the corner where Braun B is waiting.
Oh, Braun B was trying to pick that up. That's a good cut from Jelly. This can give you some space here for Arizona, but yeah, it's all about necessarily getting in front of the ball in the midfield. LSU just kind of all over the place right now, so it's very tough to follow. Like Zach said, that organized chaos coming into play.
Braun B patiently waiting, but him and Low-Tech both come together. That could be a problem, but Nudging couldn't put that ball anywhere near where he wanted. Now Braun B, chance to capitalize on the missed opportunity for Arizona, and Nudging sends it right back down to the Tigers' end. Another good stand from Arizona. They've been few and far between for both these teams, and now they get to take advantage of a whiff at midfield.
Oh, be careful. Wow, good follow from Ajax. Open net, and it's in. And you really got to keep an eye on Ajax on this goal in particular. After getting the initial touch, he goes straight down, has a perfect read on the ball, and then boom, smooth sailing as the net's wide open.
Bumps and demolitions are exactly why spacing is so important. You cannot have a double commit or have two anywhere near the ball out at midfield like that. That comes back to burn Arizona. They don't get the immediate equalizer as Ajax pushes that over the bar, and Braun B recovers as well. Arizona had their chances off the immediate kickoff. Was not to be, and now they've got to dig in and defend again.
Straight up bounce. Braun sails that high. Ajax mainly patient in the midfield, but still got a pass out despite being demoed. Good work, though, from LSU to still keep this possession. Meanwhile, Arizona not in the best spot here on defense. They're trying to hold their boost, wait for a chance to break out.
I mean, they're just packed in the box defensively like sardines. Finally able to break out for just a moment. Jelly missed that corner booster. He'll get it on his way back. He'll take midfield as well. He's got to use all of it to play this ball and keep possession with Braun B bearing down on him, and he got by. He did his job. Arizona has to file in as well, and instead Low-Tech able to just sit back inside the goal and look at the redirect from Braun B. Are you kidding?
What is this touch? Look at that.
Is that real?
Perfect light touch. He sailed that. No one was expecting that to go in. Unbelievable from Braun B.
Well, match that. Arizona's going to try. They've had good looks off of every kickoff so far, just about. So that's set off to the corner. Played even further by Low-Tech. Only Jelly to beat, and he beat him.
Wow. Look at that. It's just as if the whole team just got a fire lit under him. Low-Tech with a small flick. Arizona's defense falling apart at the seams. It's a 3-goal lead with LSU up 5-2 in game 2.
Well, this one has just been a runaway, and Ajax looking for more. Gonna set up Low-Tech, and it angles downward. Low-Tech was gearing up for a high ball, and instead went the exact opposite. Jelly now to the backboard. Arizona's not out of this by any means, but against LSU, once they crack down defensively, you have to imagine it is going to be a very tall task. Got an opportunity here. Jelly denied by Braun B, who comes in to save the day and might have just crushed any comeback hopes for Arizona. Nudging. Another good look. That bounces through, and maybe the Wildcats aren't done yet.
Yeah, this is great here from Nudging. You need a shot like this for Arizona simple, effective, and completely past the LSU defense. Everyone thought he was going for the close angle. He shot it right behind him. Good work. But do they have enough time? 52 seconds left. Arizona down by 2.
Braun B way downfield for Jelly to send right back at him. Almost exactly to the spot. That goes off of low-tech right to Ajax. So that works out for LSU. For now, 35 seconds coming up as Jelly has that pitched away from him. And now nudging. Oh, ooh, dunked by low-tech. And Jelly had to save the game for Arizona to keep them alive. JoJo Cats comes up. He called off Jelly, who does not have any boost at all. Nudging's going to respawn and take it away from him as well. And it's just a lack of communication that's going to bury the Wildcats coming down the stretch. You have to imagine they'll eventually give up a goal. They do not. Maybe we'll see if Arizona has one last second goal here to give themselves a chance at a kickoff goal. It is not to be. LSU ties up the series as they blew them out early on.
Yeah, it's definitely, that early game that made the most difference here. And that's coming from Arizona having the first goal of this game. But those kickoff goals were deadly on both sides. And then LSU just completely turned the Jets on. Straight offensive pressure as Arizona struggled. And they were, like you had said, they were packed inside their own box. Didn't look like they could get out at all. Things start to change towards the end, and it bears the fact that what does this game 3 look like? How much gas does LSU have into the tank? Because that was an explosive game too, but Arizona did score that last goal, and they definitely look like they're still ready to go.
Tie-breaking game now on iconic DFH Stadium. The backdrop for so many great moments in Rocket League esports, and we do it up again with LSU and Arizona trying to make some memories of their own coming down the stretch in the regular season. Ajax are going to bomb one away, and JoJo Cats is giving this one right back to the Tigers. Chance for Braun B to center. He does, but Low Tech can't get around on it.
Oh, Jelly on the ball. He's going to spearhead this charge. May even be able to get to Nudging. No, Nudging tried to go for a demo, and it forced the early challenge from Braun. Now JoJo will have to take it in and buy his team some time so they can reset. LSU defense seems to be holding on. So far, so good. Even the unexpected pinches do not go into their net, but Arizona keeping the ball in their half.
JoJo Cats thought about it, but Nudging calls him off and takes a shot right at Braun B. Didn't have anybody to pass to. That seemed like the best option. Low Tech gets a piece of this, and it should be a chance for LSU to recover, slowing down Arizona just a little bit. Nudging taken off the field. Here comes Ajax. He'll take it himself, and JoJo Cats goes right up above him. They are not going to let Ajax beat them in this series. They're going to make Braun B or Low Tech step up. Problem is, especially that last game, they did.
Yeah, so this is actually so much more quiet. We had 3 goals in the first minute, but this one a little bit more tense in the opener, mainly because the Wildcats had that ball pushed on the Tigers' half. But now LSU breaking out here a bit, and we'll see what offense has in store.
Important boost steal for LSU. They left, I believe it might have been Nudging low on boost. He's been low on boost quite a bit, as has Jelly. But now it's Jelly working his way downfield against Ajax. It's just an easy win for Ajax. I mean, you cannot slow play him like that. You can see they were chasing Ajax out beyond midfield. That meant he couldn't get back, and Jelly scores.
Yeah, see, that's all the facade. Pull Ajax out and then strike when the defense is at the weakest. Jelly did just that. Absolute speed as he leads Arizona here. First goal of the game.
It's the game within the game. Not everything happens on the ball, especially with how Arizona's chosen to attack LSU. See if the Tigers can adjust. Ajax, well, behind the ball this time, but he peels off. Needed boost, and nobody else could dive in. Braun B eventually does, but Jelly is over top of him, and Ajax will have that over towards Low Tech to his right.
And you can see what Ajax is doing. It looks like he just gives up the ball there, but I think for him, he understands that he's being pulled out, so he's trying to stick to that third man role. Lob the ball upfield for Braun, lob it off to the side when he's on defense for Lowtech, try to get the pass out. Anything that puts him last back, but if you're last back, you gotta save that. It's all JoJo getting the second goal.
And who does he do it to? Ajax. Look at this. Ajax just stops again. You ever see on a basketball court, a guy just blows by someone and you just watch his knees buckle? That's what happened right there.
Times or something like, yeah, I don't know what else. I don't know what I could do there. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything.
Could have tried moving at some point, any point in that whole process. That's twice it's happened to Ajax. He'll try to get this through, and Jelly dishes off to the corner, but Ajax is still there. Hard pass across, and Lowtech scores.
And I like this. This is a really good pass, good pickup from Ajax. Sees an opportunity, slants it to the side. If Brian gets there, sure. But if you miss, Lowtech's right there too. Top left shot. LSU back in this one.
All right. Do they have a follow-up, though? Arizona still in front. This is similar to game one, where Arizona jumped out to that early lead, and then LSU came storming back. That ended 4-3 for Arizona. Ajax trying to get another piece of this, or JoJo. He'll take either one, and we've got a tie game.
That bump is huge here for Ajax. Obviously, it's really tough for them to read, but Braun, all he has to do is wait for the bump to come through, has a slot, and it's the top left corner. He says he doesn't miss. 2 back-to-back goals from LSU. Game 3, we're all tied.
Joins Jelly and Lowtech with 4 goals apiece in this series. Almost a 5th for Lowtech, but JoJo's right there on the goal line for the save. Now Braun B had Ajax waiting, but called his own number. I think the entire Arizona defense is thankful that wasn't on, because they expected that ball to go to Ajax. Now Jelly against Ajax has that through him. Now downfield, Braun B immediately up, and that shot's a little wide. Follow-up is still loose, and Lowtech tried to wait out Jelly to no avail.
I like that. He tried to go for the fake, also play that low challenge, not put too much pressure on the ball, keep it in and keep it close. But it wasn't enough. That's a long pinch across, straight down. Good clear out from Jelly, but this one's getting faster and faster as we approach the final minute.
Neither time LSU went up against Arizona were they expecting this kind of a fight, but they're getting one. They're getting all they can ask for and then some. Jelly against Braun B. Jelly got the consolation prize of the boot steal. And now JoJo Cats one-on-one with Ajax again, but this time it's well wide of the mark. Ajax did his job.
Ooh, that's an even better touch out. Nudging will get the clear, but this one may be a stretch. Braun B! Absolute banger of a goal for LSU.
That ball has moved around the Arizona defense far faster than they could keep up with, and another blistering shot goes right by everybody. 34 seconds, and LSU trying to hang on and steal game 3.
Final 30.
Oh, nothing there. Again, trying to hold on after scoring 3 unanswered, Daz. And Arizona, I think they're just kind of stunned right now. They haven't had many good looks in the last 2 minutes.
And this is coming down to the final few seconds here as well. Everything looked like it was going their favor, but now things are falling apart. They have one last drive, and they're going to try to work through a fake to JoJo. It's straight down. Jelly can't wrap around it. Can he keep it up? No! LSU take game 3 and put the series on match point.
3 in a row from LSU to take a 2-1 series lead. Let me tell you something. JoJo Cats has been challenging Ajax over and over again, and that has developed into a great solo battle to watch between the two. And for the most part, I feel like JoJo Cat's kind of gotten the better of Ajax throughout this series, but his team hasn't done the same, as LSU holds a narrow margin on match point.
And looking at this one, Nudging stepped up big in game 2, at least tried to, but we didn't see more offense or more shots coming out from him till then. Arizona really had a tough time breaking out. Now, the Wildcats' back's against the wall, and we'll see what this cat looks like when it's cornered.
Braun B over JoJo Cats. Got to the ceiling, drops it down, and it's an explosive start for the Tigers.
Somebody stop him. Braun B's playing on another level. Jumps off the ceiling. Use the dodge to put extra juice on it. And LSU, my goodness, they're on a roll.
I don't know, between that and Dalton's shot earlier in the day, I think that one probably takes the top prize, especially with it being a big one to start Game 4. Arizona rushing back on defense, still playing very physically with LSU, but now they're playing from behind. Arizona has not done well in this series. Jelly over 1, but not 2, and Low-Tech is right on the spot he needed to be to get a big rip at the net. And again, Arizona find themselves having to play way too much defense early against LSU.
Oh,
Brian B! Calm down, my guy.
Give him a break. He's going insane. Like, look at this. The follow-up, the read, top right. He will not be stopped.
Good grief. Where did this come from? This is not only Ajax's team. Nudging. Launch on target. Braunby with a save. Because he does everything. He'll probably be coaching the team after Chef Bates moves up to Georgetown. Here goes Low-Tech again. Looking for Ajax and put it behind him. That's an opportunity for Arizona. They are not out of this by any stretch. Nudging set up for Jelly. No. Follow-up from JoJo Cats has no pace. And LSU can boom it away.
Man, we need to see 2 quick goals from Arizona if they want to have any chance, and we need to see them now. LSU have set the tone in Game 4. Well, Brian B has set the tone in Game 4, I should say.
What's this LSU stuff?
He is a
Jelly.
problem.
Yeah, Jelly gives this one away. And this will drop down to JoJo Cats, but a side flip. Desperation, trying to keep possession. And then Ajax wins the race to that midfield boost. So JoJo Cats absolutely dead in the water. Now Braun B. Out of the corner. Can't keep up with this play, but all Arizona can do is play right back to the center line. That's a good win out of Jelly. They get the boost steal, but look how far back everybody else is. They're just waiting for LSU to bait them in. And almost a big clear out of Low-Tech. Chance now, and Ajax whiffs. Nobody's home, and Arizona's on the board.
Here we go. They finally get one back here. Nudging steps up the turn, and Braun B's been playing great, but he was just not expecting this ball to go right in front of the box. So, what can Arizona do now? They're down by 1. We've seen LSU score some big-time goals, but again, that question about gas being in the tank as Arizona is trying to fight back.
Oh, Low-Tech and Braun B, miscommunication. So despite the demolition, LSU still out of sorts a little bit, but Ajax will actually make contact this time, and it sets up Braun B. Now he's got to rush back. He is looking for boost. He's going to need to use that canister he picked up as he sits in the net, and we'll have that clear away. Big demolition out of Low-Tech as well, but Jelly comes up quickly to support. Cut by 2, but not Ajax.
Ajax will play that one in, and Low-Tech will try to clear it out, but Arizona's starting to get a bit more ground. Again, now you start looking at the clock. It's about what they can do with the time allotted. They have to, again, strike fast and hard. 2 minutes remaining in Game 4.
Jelly setting up a double for himself. Nothing doing there. Nudging will try again as Ajax falls off the crossbar, and we're tied. JoJo Cats does it again.
JoJo comes up when needed. It's off of the touch from Nudging. Defense too slow, and there goes JoJo. Tied up ball game in Game 4. Arizona got back into it.
What is happening in this series? Both these teams, almost every game, have felt like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Jelly again. Oh, that's going to drop right down for him, but it's off to the side a little bit as Low-Tech saves the day for LSU. That was not pretty out of Nudging, and Ajax gives LSU the lead again as this is just an absolute mess on the side.
Nudging got pushed away, and Ajax said, Braun B, I'm not going to let you have all the spotlight. Solo play to push LSU back into the lead.
Well, what else happens here? Still a wild ride to finish out 90 seconds. And that's just regulation. Popped up. Easy clear for Ajax. Second and third touch to delay even more. And those seconds, they are worth a lot now for LSU. Trying to get an all-important win as they even try to chase down North Texas, perhaps, who we'll see in just a moment for the top spot in the West. That goes across for Braun B. And, he got boost and ball and able to beat Nudging. Nice trifecta.
Oh, that one pitches across too. Nudging can't even grab that. It's going to be Braun. He's going to waste so much time with the solo play. And look, still able to get it in front of the box too. Arizona cannot afford to let him waste time like that again.
Nudging, trying to get to this, and he did, but Braun B had the read all the way. Arizona defense a little skittish too because they know that LSU attack is coming after them. And one demo could probably end this series. Everybody coming up, though, you look, they're kind of ball hawking a little bit. Nudging to Jelly, and Ajax makes the save. Another chance, and Ajax stopped that too. Flexing his muscles to set up Braun B, but Nudging keeps the series alive for Arizona. Down to 10 seconds. Jelly stopped by Low Tech, and JoJo's got to go the length of the field, avoiding Low Tech along the way. Ball centered. Jelly for overtime, and he whiffed. Never got the shot off, and the bizarre adventure ends there. LSU takes it in 4.
Wow. Unreal. And a lot of credit has to go to Braun B, especially in this series. As much as the Ajax wants the spotlight on him, Braun B stepped up big time in game 2 and even here in game 4. Big time goals that really gave a lot of momentum to LSU. He was playing on another level, and that team excelled. We see them play like that more, and they'll be back in the top in no time.
LSU finally gets their 10th win on the season, and it took a hot minute. I mean, this is a team that, they lost to Spuda.
Oh, gosh.
But they beat Arizona. I guess they played to the level of their competition, and they had to tonight as they beat the Wildcats. They get a season sweep over Arizona as well. 3-2 the first time around, 3-1 in round 2. And that win gives them 10 and puts them up to, I believe, second place in the standings. Game differential being what it is, of course, many matches in hand as well over the likes of Dallas and Arizona, who each only have one match left to play. So now their sights are firmly set on North Texas. And go figure, so are our sights set on North Texas. They've got Missouri Science and Tech. Our final match of the night coming your way as CRL rolls on.